Garrett Blevins here with week 6, day 2 of the Kingpin-RTS split. Today was a squat and bench day. I added in a little bit of lat pull downs for assistance work, but primarily barbell movements today. Squats with 495 felt pretty good. I actually forgot my belt today. This was supposed to be a day where I was using my belt, but I left it in my car, and so I just decided to go beltless with these. Depth was pretty good on most of them, and speed was pretty good as well. I'm happy with my low bar form right now, and I'm feeling pretty good. I was real tired. I'm doing this voiceover now the day after, and this workout really took it out of me. I don't know if that's because of the heavy work with the block pull on Monday or Tuesday or not, but I'm just extremely tired and sore. It's been a while since I've felt this way, especially after just an intensity workout. This wasn't even a volume protocol. So I started with these high bar squats and was thinking about doing 3 sets of 3, but ended up doing 4 sets of 2. 525 was just real heavy and got up to an RPE 10 on some of the sets with it I did too. You'll see depth here is pretty bad, and that's because I'm so tired. I'm just hurting on a lot of these. Eventually I rotated my scapula back more in those squats and was able to get a better platform, but just felt a little off on my high bar form today. Speed work was good, and decided to go heavy on close grip. I didn't feel any tightness at all in my pec on the regular bench, and worked up to a 5-pound rep PR here with 385. And so I'm thinking with this PR and also the floor press PR that I had earlier this week, one, that my chest is better, and two, that I may be able to set a new PR on bench overall. What I wanted to talk about today was walking the walk. In the last video I talked about how Paul, when he was writing to the church in Corinth, expected them to treat others with respect and consider their problems or their hang-ups in their own actions, and if they were doing something offensive, that they were supposed to stop it, even if they had the right to do whatever it is that they were supposed to do. Specifically, it was a reference to some of the high-class individuals, high society people in the church that were doing things that really undermined the unity of the church and degraded lower-class people. And Paul says this, but he uses himself as an example, because he's free of all people. He was a Roman citizen and could have claimed high status. Not many people at that time period in the first century were citizens, and Paul was, and that gave him special privileges, especially before the law. And he also, as an apostle, had the right to receive money and get paid for ministry, but he didn't. He worked with his own hands in the cities where he went to evangelize and teach, and supported himself. And this is something where we see someone who has the right to do something but doesn't exercise that right. And in our own lives, we're going to come up with that a lot, where you might have the right or the ability to do something, but that doesn't mean you should do it. It's kind of like remaxing in powerlifting, that you might have the ability to hit a PR, but maybe you should save it and hit that one PR later on. Learning to wait and not do things just because you can is an important part of life. Blessings.